get him. I'm gonna get him, my baby.
What's up, everybody? Today I'm coming at you from my parents' house again, and I'm wearing a shirt that I almost blend into the background with. Not a good idea. Before I start this video, I really want to show you this pillow. You guys are gonna have 5 to 10 seconds to comment what you think I'm gonna say about this pillow. Ready, and go. If you guys wrote moose penis, you're right. Look at this. Does this pillow not look like the moose's dick is from its chin? Honestly, I felt so bad because my mom got it and she was like,
Guys, I got this new pillow. Check this out.
that's exactly how my mom sounds like, by the way. Guys, that's not an accident. Okay, anyways. Guys, today I'm doing a story time and I have not done a freaking story time in so long. I just saw in the news that Justin Bieber is becoming an American citizen. That's what all the titles are. Justin Bieber, American. Justin Bieber becoming an American. They're all pretty much the same. I looked further into it and it turns out he's just getting dual citizenship. Now, I'm somebody that recently got dual citizenship. I'm both Canadian and I'm now also an American. I'm gonna quickly take you guys through the story of how I became an American, why I became an American, because it's actually interesting. My whole life, I've been a Canadian, and I'm still a proud Canadian. Until recently, I now am also an American citizen and a proud American as well. I think a lot of people out there are already thinking,
Dad, why are you a proud American? Like Trump, Donald Trump.
look, there's so much more to the United States than just Trump and the issues that they have. I love the United States, and that's the reason why I decided to become an American citizen. Now, the story starts here. Way back in college, I got a call from my dad and he was like,
Dan, listen. Since you're under the age of 21, my company is able to sponsor you for dual citizenship. Would you like to get it?
at first I was like,
Yeah, of course I want it. Why would I? Oh, yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay, sure. Well, I'll let you know what the next steps are.
usually at that point, you then have to move and live in the United States for 30 consecutive months. At the time, I just started college. I think it was a student visa that allowed me to stay in Canada. Well, when I graduated college, I had to make a decision to either forfeit my US citizenship process or move to the United States. At the time, I had a girlfriend of 3 years. All my friends were here. I'd never moved in my entire life. Then it made the most sense for me to go to Dallas because that's where my dad was. There's already some sort of family down there. I eventually decided, okay, this is gonna be a good idea. So I moved to Dallas, Texas. The whole process of becoming an American citizen, you have to get your biometrics done, which is like your iris scan, your fingerprints scanned. You have to do that throughout the process a few times. You have to get physicals, your blood taken, all that stuff just to ensure that you're healthy. Again, you have to do that multiple times. But I moved to Dallas, Texas, and I lived there for about 4.5 years. One day, I'm up in my room, probably on Judy.com or something, staring at boobs. My mom was like,
Daniel, you got some mail.
and I was like,
Thanks, Mom, but you're right beside me. You don't gotta yell, okay?
she gives me the mail, and it turns out I finally got my interview to become a US citizen. Now, that's a big deal because that is the first official step to when it all kind of wraps up. In this letter, it said, during your interview process, we are gonna ask you multiple questions. It is a legit interview, almost like you're going for a job interview. It is just like that. We're also gonna do a quiz. They have a list of 100 questions, all based on US history or current US politics. So there's 100 of these questions. They say, we're only gonna ask you 10. You must get 8 of them right. Now, they don't tell you which 10. It could be any random 10 from the list of 100 questions. You pretty much have to study 100 questions and know them all. So I studied my balls off for like a month and a half. My day came and I went to the department. You go through metal detectors. It kind of looks like an airport, doctor's office, like typical waiting room, okay? I was waiting and then they're like,
Dan Rono, street name man with big balls.
that's me, thank you. So I got up, followed this woman behind this door. I walk in, I sit down, and I'm in this room. It was like a cream colored room. There was like nothing in it except a table, a chair, and like a computer. Looked like an interrogation room. Plain, cold, government style room. So I take a seat. I waited about 5 minutes and then some guy comes in. He sits down. This guy is so serious. Like not the type of guy you joke with, typical border guy. So he sits down and he starts asking me the most like up hardest questions ever. Here are some legit questions he asked.
So Dan, have you ever killed anybody? Have you or are you currently a part of any terrorist group? Have you ever committed a crime that you never got caught for?
At this point, I'm sitting in the chair thinking, theoretically, if the answer was yes to any of those, and I made it this far, why would I say, it just didn't make sense. Then he goes,
Okay, Dan, it's now time for the quiz.
I was actually wondering how this was gonna go. A part of me was Part of me thought it was gonna be maybe more fun, like maybe he would have a board and be like, you're right, peel off the page or like Family Feud style. But it wasn't. It was not at all. He sat there and goes,
Who is the current governor of Texas? Recite the first 3 lines of the national anthem. When was the Bill of Rights put into effect?
I nailed it. Friggin' passed with flying colors. Hey guys, listen, it's Editing Dan. I'm currently editing the story, and I realized I left out such a huge part of the story. He's been serious this entire time until he asked me the following question. He leaned back in his chair, was all chill, flipping a pen in his hand, and he goes,
So Dan, tell me, when was the last time you smoked some weed?
and I was like, oh man, no, like, I don't smoke weed. I don't really do that stuff.
Oh, come on. The weekend, it was a wild week. You're telling me you didn't smoke any weed this weekend?
No, man, no. He realized that I was not gonna get a yes out of me because I don't smoke weed. I don't do any of that stuff. He then leaned back forward and got so serious again. It was like he was trying to trick me to be my friend or something. It was the weirdest thing. Anyways, back to the story. I did leave that out, but go back to past Dan. Killing it, Dan, by the way. I love you. So anyways, I passed. He didn't really say anything yet. He's just filling out a bunch of papers. Okay, sign here. And then he says this, and I swear to God, this is what he said. And to this day, if I can't sleep at night, I'll be like, why did you not say something more fun? He goes,
What do you want your name to be?
and I'm sitting there like, I'm sorry, are you asking me what my name is?
No, when you become a U.S. citizen, you get 1 free name change. So, what would you like your name to be?
This boy, I swear to God, I remember thinking, Dan, since you were a kid, you always wanted your name to be like Max. Like Matt Steele. Max Steele. Yeah, Max Steele would be sick. I was like really considering it, thinking it'd be the funniest thing if I walked out of the office, my mom's there to pick me up. She goes,
How did it go, Dan?
and I'm like,
Sorry, are you talking to me? Because my name's Max. Hey, legally it's Max.
so I sat there and I took like maybe 3 to 5 seconds to literally think the potential, is this a good idea to just change your name? Think of all of the mail that you have or all of like the contacts that have you as Dan Roto. If you change your name right now to Max Steele, like that's gonna f up a lot of stuff. I said, let's just keep it the same. He goes,
Okay.
and I'm like, what do you mean okay? Did I pass?
Yeah, you passed. Congrats. You're now a U.S. citizen. Shook my hand.
And I remember at that moment, oh my God, because I didn't tell you the behind the scenes of like what it was like, the process. It took me years to get this interview. And the fact that I just passed and he just said, yes, you are officially a U.S. citizen. Oh my God, it felt so good. Now, I love saying that. I love saying that because there's so many people out there that if I ever share my opinion about the United States, they're like,
Shut up. You live in Canada. You have no right.
no, actually, hold on. I have the exact same rights that you have. Yes, I am Canadian, but get this, I'm also an American and I have the same rights as you do. Now, at my ceremony, it was like you walk into this room, they've got a US flag, there's somebody up at the podium, they play a video, at the time it was Obama, and then what they do is they make everybody stand from whatever country they're from, and then they give you a flag that says United States, and if you guys have watched my videos, or even my Instagram stories, I've got an LA sign, it's like a mirror. When you guys see this, if you go over to my Instagram at Danocracy, I'm actually gonna put it for 24 hours on my Instagram story. A US flag that is attached to that LA sign, and that is the one that I got when I became a US citizen from the government. And then shortly after that, I got my passport. That's the story, that's the process. A lot of these news outlets are giving vague details as to what Justin Bieber is gonna go through. He obviously is gonna get a different treatment. That is how I became an American citizen. I figured this would sort of be interesting, not to everybody, but to anybody out there that might want to know what the process is like. Other than that, it's a lot of waiting. The government will say, you'll hear from us in a few months. Literally, you don't know. There's no date. You'll just get a letter in the mail. It could be 6 months. It could be 3 months. It could be 8 months. You just never know. That was the most frustrating thing about the whole process. There you guys have it. This was a little story time. Maybe it was interesting. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit that bell so you know when the next video comes out. Someone wants to say hi. Charlie, everybody! He's also producing. That's why he's sitting at the bottom of the camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about the process, if you're somebody that is applying to become a US citizen or has interest, feel free to reach out on Twitter in the comments down below. I'll try to answer them the best I can. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.